Hello everybody, welcome back to the second half. I say the second half. We are still, this is the beginning of the stream, but we are back for stream number 2 of 2 today. So the second stream of the day, Wales versus England at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff. It's going to be an absolute humdinger. Can't wait to watch this one with you. Welcome in everybody. Do let me know you're here. Give me a wave in the chat. And the more I talk with the music in my ears, the more I realise that I sound like some crap 90s nightclub DJ, especially with these tunes. But there we go. Welcome in everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do hit that like button. Let's get off to a flyer. Let's get plenty of people in here. Let's get the conversation ripe and flowing. And hopefully we're going to have a good day. And it's going to be a good day for rugby. Just going to have a little test of the old stream. Make sure that everything's going as well as it can. Anyway, right, so we're back to the BBC, where we love to be for ruggers in the Six Nations. Gone Awry TV. We've got our punditry team of Sam Warburton, Martin Johnson, and this week Jeremy What's-in-his-face, can never remember his name, but he's with us on the telly box and hosted by Gabby Logan, I want to say. But focus for them this afternoon is on big old Alan Wynne Jones. What's he got to say? 35 years of age, 145 caps, 6'6", weighs 19 stone and 2 pounds. He is a monstrous lump, and he will be looking to throw some shots around. But yes, he's a smart old boy, as they just show us him kneeing Sinclair in the face at a previous game, and getting a reaction out of Sinclair, and equally leaving his little head on Sinclair's and having a little bit of a headbutt that he gets away with. Clever stuff. Good to see. We like a bit of cleverness. Sinclair, not so much a clever boy. Sinclair very much wears his heart on his sleeve, and is very much caught out a lot. But there we go. That's how. Ewan, I am back. Come on, Wales, you fraud. Welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We'll give it a couple minutes and hopefully a few more people will join us for this epic encounter. Do you know what? While I've got you here, Ewan, I keep coming across other people that are doing watch-alongs, and I'm starting to think this isn't as niche as I once thought it was. But never mind. We are pressing on, as always. And, Eddie Jones in the warm-up. Johnny May, not a fan, evidently. He's just been cleaned up. Johnny May rifles into the back of him, and Eddie Jones is left sprawled all over the floor like a barbecue. Anyway, let's have a look at the teams in just a moment, as we've got about 10 minutes left to kick off. The players have gone in from their warm-up, as the BBC just show us fabulous scenes around Twickenham and around London and the whole world now, diving into community clubs that are empty. Not sure what this is supposed to be, but they've got some like electrical waves. I'm guessing it's supposed to be like the ripple of television waves, because there are no fans in the stadium. Good, man. How the stream's been going? Really good. Last one was really good. Really enjoyed it, and last night was really good as well. Enjoyed that. And we got a few new faces. Eddie Jones getting stuck in, indeed. Are you watching along, or are you just here for the bants? Either way, I'm happy, but be interesting to know what you are up to. Anyway, well, we'll wait a couple of minutes before we switch and have a look at the... In fact, no, we're not waiting. We're going for it. We're going straight for it. Here we go. So let's have a look at the home team first then. So for Wales, and let me just change my view a little bit so I can see. That's better. I've seen that you gained some more subs. Only positive, mate. Exactly. Can't whinge at more subs. Right then, so the Wales team this afternoon, we've got Wynne Jones, Ken Owens, Thomas Francis, Adam Beard. Alan Wynne Jones, as always, will be the skipper for the day. Josh Navidi, Justin Tipperick, and Falatau make up the pack. In the backs, we've got Kieran Hardy, Dan Bigger, Josh Adams, Jonathan Davis. George North retains his spot at number 13. This will be his 100th cap, I want to say. 100 caps. For a man that has been spent most of his career on concussion protocol, and he's still in his 20s, it's a bit of an achievement to have 100 caps for your country. But he has, and slip of the lid to the man for it. Anyway, on the other wing, we've got Louis Rees-Zammit, and fullback is Liam Williams. I'm sticking around for an hour until the Leeds game. Yeah, fair enough, mate. That's awesome. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your company. Right, on to the England team as they are summoned out by match officials into the tunnel from the changing rooms. They line up as so. So the forwards, we've got Mako Vunipola starting again. His first start last week in the Six Nations. Jamie George returns to the starting lineup, and Kyle Sinclair again starts from last week. Second row, unchanged, Maro Itoje and Johnny Hill. Mark Wilson's welcome back to the squad to replace the injured Jack Willis, and Tom Curry and Vunipola make up the rest of the back row. So those are the forwards, and here comes 50th cap winner. So England are going to be led out by Elliot Daly this afternoon, who will pick up his 50th cap. So it's milestones all round, isn't it? Anyway, the England backs as they run out are Ben Youngs, George Ford, Johnny May on one wing. Owen Farrell carries the armband as usual at 12. Henry Slade slots in at 13. Anthony Watson at 14. Elliot Daly at 15. Plenty of slingers in the replacements as well for England. Karen Dickey, Ellis Genge, Will Stewart, Charlie Ewells, George Martin, Ben Earl, Dan Robson and Max Malins. I was right. We'll go back actually and do the Welsh replacements because we didn't do those, as George North gets ready to lead out the Welsh team with his 100th cap. He will take to the field first. As always, there is a small contingent of club shirts just sort of on the second tier behind all the advertising underneath the big screen, but here they come. As always with Wales, plenty of dramatics in the stadium, lights and smoke and everything like that. And George North jogs out in his full warm-up kit, which is weird considering he's starting, but that is the way. Fake cheers are played into the stands for him as well. Ah, yes, welcome back in. This will be a great game. Welcome back, Elijah. So here's the Wales replacements that I didn't mention earlier. We've got Elliot Lee, Rondi Jones, Leon Brown, Corey Hill, James Botham, Gareth Davis, Callum Sheedy, and hello. Yeah, mate, not bad. Ready for a great game indeed. A great game indeed is coming up. Let me just have a check because I didn't check the audio. How is the sound? Is that music all right? Is it too loud, too quiet? You tell me. I am your servant. Anyway, let's go back to that face cam. That's super. And right then, so we are ready for the silence, and we're just taking a moment now to recognise racism. Racism is not acceptable in rugby, in sport, or the world we live in, and rightly so. Don't do it. It's not on. Right, there we go. So that is the obligatory moment silence for racism done. And we will get on. We will get on with the national anthem of England first. That beautiful rendition of God Save the Queen, belted out around. I think, do you know what? I'm going to be honest here. I don't think it's right that England sing God Save the Queen. I don't think it's right. It is the national anthem of the United Kingdom, not the national anthem of England, and we should sing Jerusalem instead. Sounds all good, and a Wales win would do nice. Really? That does surprise me, because a Wales win would make it more difficult for Scotland in the long run. Or is that just anybody but England? Is that the attitude I'm hearing? Is that what you're saying? Anybody but England? And that's cool too. I don't mind that. Anyway, here comes Bread of Heaven. Love a bit of Bread of Heaven. Is it Land of My Fathers? Something like that. My granddad, who is Welsh, or was Welsh, would belt this out when I was a youth around the living room while we watched the rugby together. It was great fun. Listen now, boyo, he would say. It's a song, this one. Beautiful. Anyway, it never sounded that Welsh, to be fair. Plenty of passion on display. I love it when they get into the national anthems. Some of them really go for it. Some of them get a bit cold feet around singing the national anthem, but some of them just love it. When they get a bit of a tear in their eye. Yes, Alan Wynne Jones belting it out. He's going to sing for 80,000 people. He is. Love that. Love that. You got time for that. Anyway, off come the kits. Off come the Anthem jackets. They're only there for extra merch sales, let's be honest, as the BBC kindly show us today's squads that we've already been through, so we won't dwell on them too much. Ones to watch, open side, flanker Tipperick, for me is always a one to watch, and in the backs, Reece Zammit is going to light things up. We will see. Yeah, can't stand England, so any win will do against them. Fair enough. Fair enough. I get the bitterness there. Don't you worry about that. Okay, so England squad being shown to us again. So let's pick a one to watch from the forwards. I'm going to go. I really like Wilson. I think Wilson's a really underrated player. So let's have him as a one to watch. And a one to watch from the backs. Tricky. Because you want to watch Johnny May. But I'm going to go with Anthony Watson as the one to watch this afternoon. The benches, again, are being displayed, and there's plenty of talent to finish this game off on both sides. So you would imagine that both sides will empty their benches with plenty of time to spare to keep this game fresh and moving hard. I think I'm slightly in front of you with my stream. Oh, possibly. It does tend to happen like that. You might have to pause me, one or the other, and prevent any lag. But I've just got pictures of Reece Zammit at the minute, so I can't suggest which way it's going to go. Or sorry, I can't tell you sort of like a time or anything because I haven't got one yet. But it will come, and I will show you what I've got in front of me as. England are going to kick off, and chasers look good and ready. Today's officials, we've got Pascal Gauzier and Andrew Brace. Oh, not Andrew Brace. Andrew Brace is the official that always makes it about himself. Anyway, we are off and underway. Kick goes in between the 10 and the 22, and Wales retain comfortably, but don't make any yards as they look to just give the forwards a little sniff before we're gonna go aerial through the caterpillar and the boxy, making sure that caterpillar is very long to avoid Maro Itoje's wayward reaching arms. Okay, so Billy up and at it. They've just displayed the clock at 215 minutes into the red, so I'm a bit concerned about how long this game's been going on for already. But I'm loving those extra minutes on stream. Right, so Liam Williams takes the kick then into the 22 and the mark is called and the game comes to its first natural impasse. Let's see if I can get this ball tracking up for you. Just bear with me just a second while I do that as England through Daly march up to their own 10. There we go. And we've got ball tracking. Magic. Super. So, England then kick downfield, and this is probably how the first 10-15 minutes are going to go. Just a little bit of a kick fest back and forth between the two nines as the Caterpillar is set again for Wales to box down to the halfway line. Comfortably taken by Elliot Daly, but again, no yards are gained. And England then opt to use width for the first time. And Johnny May is pinged for a double roll. Don't like that. Never mind. Oh, not rolling away, he's saying. Not rolling away. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a little harsh, but okay. Okay, we'll live with that. There you go, and even the Welsh commentator is saying that one's a little bit harsh, so I don't feel so hard on myself about whinging about it. Super. So, knock-on advantage to Wales then on the England 10 as they launch their first real attack in England's half of their own. And they kick again, and advanced kick is very good. Elliot Daly, not a lot of room, and it is outside his 22, but he's able to find some green grass, and Bigger is forced to track back into his own 22, and a phenomenal kick puts England's line out inside their own 10. Excellent nudge. Oh, so well, he's given that as a deliberate. So he's changed his mind on the knock-on. So it was advantage over. Wow. This hasn't been Johnny May's season. No, I don't think so. I'm at 3:45 in game. I'm at 3:59. Just ticked over to 4 minutes. So it's a Wales line out from a penalty that is incredibly harsh. Marrow has slapped the ball out of the hands of I can't remember who, but yeah, that's naughty. And another advantage, is that another advantage, or is he just saying no? Number 4, side entry. So this referee's not messing about. 3 penalties in 4 minutes, and Wales got a shot at goal. Wow. Discipline, 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 discipline. Look, referees will have a meeting with you before the game, and they'll explain exactly what they're looking for. They're going to explain exactly what they're going to be really strict on. You've got fair warning. Yeah, I mean that's a pen. That's a pen. His side end. It is side entry. That's just sloppy. Never mind. But anyway, Dan Bigger with the kick, which from that kind of range and that kind of angle is very comfortable for him. And the score is 3-0. And how we know England don't do well when they don't score first and early. Ish. Well, here we go then. The kickoff. I mean, 3 points is not the end of the world. At least it's not 7. But the kickoff goes long and deep, just into the 22 for North to collect. Again, makes no yards, so decent chase. And the Caterpillar is set for an immediate return. England need to watch this discipline, though, as it's charged down. And here comes Itoje. Oh! Oh! This is going to look like a long day at the office. Wow. So, Wales got away with one. Welcome into Big. Welcome in TK. England very, very nearly snuck a try, but Liam Williams was there to cover the ball and dot it down for the 22, and Wales have kicked away, and England now pressing on halfway. Ball is loose. Hands. I already am struggling with French referees, and we're only 7 minutes into the game. It's a Welsh scrum. For me, there are hands all over the ball on the floor, but referee is quite happy to let that go, and has decided that has been held into the ruck. It's not going to be made available, so Wales will have the put in at the scrum. So here we go. The first scrum of the game. Let's see how this goes. What are we saying about scrum time? Who's going to dominate this part of the field? There we go, that's okay. Right then, so Wales with the put in, and it just goes down naturally, slips, both sides at fault, so we'll reset that. If he was a tad faster, you'd have been in there. Yeah, absolutely. If you'd have had like Johnny May on his shoulder, he'd have got there comfortably. It wasn't particularly well covered, but he did, credit where credit's due. Williams did well to get across and dob that down behind the line to secure the 22. But okay, so the referee's just blown off, and already Mako is down and struggling with something. Medics are on. Not sure what's wrong. There's something wrong with his ankle. Maro is a bit keen on those charge downs. He's ridiculous at them, but he does go a tad early. If you watch him, he is a fraction offside, I think. He's got away with one, but yeah, he's so good at judging that line. Okay, so the scrum reset then. Everybody's covered in the black Guinness paint from the last scrum going down, which is good to see. Those beautiful white shirts, already grey, and scrum collapses, but the ball is available, so Wales asked to use it. And 9 has a little dart of his own. Wynne Jones carries up over that 10-metre line, and Wales just sort of looking to suck that English defence narrow and then stretch them wide, as Navidi then plays fly half, not scrum half, and again just trying to move the initial point of contact so that we've got a little bit of a different runner, but England's blitz plays well. Alan Wynne Jones knocks on, and George Ford is able then to pick up the pieces, kick the clearance, and advantage over for Bigger to return for a net loss. As Youngs takes off of Ford takes off of Youngs and feeds Daly, who feeds Curry. Beautiful play, and advantage England as Youngs snipes through. Here we go. Sinclair. We've turned into the Harlem Globetrotters. What is going on? Let's just play rugby. As Sinclair carries alone and more advantage comes for offside. So you would think at the very least England, yeah, no advantage. We're coming back. You think England will take the 3 points here. Oh, well. And Ben Youngs makes the decision for Owen Farrell, and we're going to have a kick at goal. Happy days, offside. And let's have a look for that offside. So where was it? So George North, your man. Love to see that. Anyway, Owen Farrell's going to line this one up. It's pretty much straight in front, I think. So it'll only be 20 meters or so. And you wouldn't bet against him getting this. So we should see the scoreboard return to level. And when I say it's pretty much in front, I think it's an inch off centre. So that pretty much explains how central we are. As he kicks towards those local community club shirts in the second tier. And the kick, as always, is straight down the middle. Doesn't quite make the second tier, but halfway up the first, so that'll do. Happy days. All square in Cardiff. Owen Farrell, on his 91st cap, scores his 989th point. We tuned into the Harlem Globetrotters, quote of the day. I just don't get it. Like, if nothing's on, don't just fling a pass. Take it in, get to ground, get reset. What's Mako up to? Mako's queued up on the wrong side of the pitch. It's all... Oh. He's forgotten how to play rugby completely, hasn't he? He's had one season off. He don't even know what side he's supposed to stand on. Right, so Tom Curry takes the ball just outside of the 22 as he is lifted. Ball is available, but referee says no. It's still inside, so Wales forced to march back, which gives Ben Youngs a clear opportunity to kick. Oh my God! To kick clear. So the line out comes in and there's a bit of a contest in the air, but everyone's happy with that. No, we're not happy with that. Referee has given the penalty against Maro Itoje again. This time for off feet. So 2 penalties in short succession for Maro Itoje. All in all, I think England are on 5 or 6 penalties already in the game. We are working our way quickly to a yellow card. So Wales kick this one to touch and find touch in just outside the 22, I think. That's a great rip from... Yeah, I mean it was illegal, but it's very tight. It's very tight to being perfectly fine. So we'll give the referee the benefit of the doubt here, but he has given the tight ones to Wales so far. So we'll see if that continues as England get the turnover at the line out, and Sinclair has carried up, but Wales are keen to put tons of pressure on in the breakdown as Youngs is forced to kick clear and finds touch inside the 22, not what you would call a great clearing kick. I've gone a bit shiny, haven't I? The light is dimming outside, so I'm There we go. I don't require so much indoor lighting. Well, I require slightly more indoor lighting now. And it's overtaking my face. Never mind. Hi Randolph, how you doing? Yes! You in the Randolph is in. So, Wales, wow, with a fairly decent driving maul, gets some 7 metres out, but the carrier goes to ground and they maul over the top of him, and Wales have a free shot at another phase as they come around the corner with the forwards. Isn't it nice you're all talking to each other in this lovely little community? Pumped for tonight's stream. Yes, that's right. TK is streaming tonight. So if you do like a little bit of FIFA, head on over to TK's stream and check him out. 10 PM on Saturday night. He will be streaming his FIFA content. So all gravy there. I will be in there with you, mate. I will, as always, dot down. Right, so another Welsh penalty for Wales. Owen Farrell has now been called over by the referee, who is saying, no more, sort your discipline out, otherwise we're going to have some trouble. And Owen goes back to his team and says, "Hey, listen lads, let's smash more win ball." Well, okay, so Owen Farrell's been called there for not rolling away, and then Tom Curry for jackling over it. So again, pretty harsh, but Wales go for the crossfield for, oh no, Dickie, I've just seen that Mark Goldbridge is doing a watch along for this game. Who's Mark Goldbridge? I don't know. Oh, so not listening. Oh, and now Farrell's having a shout at the referee. This is not good. This is not good. So basically, Wales have gone for the quick crossfield quick kick. The referee has had a word with them, not allowed them time to set, and Wales have gone into the corner through Josh Adams, who has got 30 caps and 15 tries now. Oh, and it is naughty. It is very naughty. The referee has instructed Owen Farrell to go and have a word with his players about their discipline, and while he's doing that, Wales have been allowed to take the penalty quickly and crossfield kick into the corner and score. Not great. Warren Gatland in the stands watching on. So Josh Adams there then gets the kick. Ford's done well to get across to it, but is it more jammy Scotland? Jammy Wales? But indeed, as the commentary team are saying, now England have to respond positively. The commentary team are agreeing it's bang out of order, but that's life. Referee's made his decision. We have to stand by it. And Wales will box kick away, and England, as we knew they would do, have got their backs against the wall a little bit here as Billy trundles through 20 metres. That's him absolutely pooped now. He'll be done for the rest of the game. And not rolling away, so we do get the advantage as Farrell kicks for space. It's a great nudge, and it does find touch 1 metre out, but the referee is saying sod off. There's no advantage here. We're coming back for that. He's a channel that have about 350k subs. Oh, well, he's a bit of a big boy at this then, isn't he? Let's see if we can find him. Does he have ball tracking though? Does he have ball tracking? We've got ball tracking. Looks like we have a talking point for the media. Yeah, that's all that is going to be, isn't it? It's just going to be something for the pundits to talk about for the rest of the week. My opinion, no try, but I'm biased, so I'll accept that I might be wrong. But I'd love to hear your opinion. What do you think? What do you think? If you've seen it, what do you think? So Farrell has gone for 3 points, and the kick from super range is excellent. Goes straight down the middle, and that's what we love to see. So yeah. Oh yeah, Mark Goldridge is the Paddy Power fellow, isn't he? He does all the Paddy Power watch-alongs. I don't mind that. He's not going to do regular rugby content because he mainly does football. I've seen some of his stuff before, so I don't mind that. Yeah, he randomly decided to do a rugby stream when he mainly does football. That's because there's no great games on, and there's a bit of international rugby with a little bit of niggle on it. But England get another pen, not rolling away. Actually, I would love to hear, because I don't think he probably knows an awful lot about rugby. So I'd be quite interested to hear what he's got to say. That is not to say for a second I'm thinking you should leave here and go there. Please don't. Please stay with me. Just lurking, bro. Yeah, no worries, mate. Thanks for being here, mate. Might be worth checking the old World Rugby rulebook. Indeed. I'm not too sure, mate. I'm not too sure what the law is on that, because obviously if you instruct another advantage for Wales and a penalty again for Wales, not oh well, there we go. He's just pretty much professed he knows nothing about rugby. He watches the Six Nations, the Rugby World Cup, and he would sometimes, some years, watch the Autumn Nations Cup. Considering it was the first year last year, I don't suggest he's probably watched it more than once, as have many of us. All of us, in fact. Right, so, yeah, he's doing it through Paddy Power. What have we got? I don't even know what that penalty was for. But never mind, we move. Wales line out just inside the English half, and Wales roll on and on and on, edging their way up towards the 10-metre line just beyond the Guinness sign. And they get over that 10-metre line now. So, some real decent work being done by the forwards. But Curry, that breakdown specialist, got his hands on, but the ruck was formed and is told to leave it. As Liam Williams gets double-ended, and the ball goes loose, and Sinclair dives on it, but again it goes loose, and Billy Vanapola is able to grasp it and just about wrestle himself to the floor. So England retain possession, and they've got, I believe, a knock-on advantage as they lose heavy ground, and Daly flicks the ball up to Slade. It's less than a easy pass to take, and we'll come back for the scrum. Dear oh dear, not what we would call the flying start England hoped for, but there are only 4 points in it. It's all to play for. We don't mind that at all. We don't mind that at all. Actually, Ewan, I did find another one that does some regular content as well, so we'll talk about that later though. BS Rugby, I think he's called. But yeah, interesting to. It's interesting when you research something like this and you go, oh, I'm gonna do watch-alongs because I don't think anybody else is doing it. As soon as you start doing it, you find loads of them. What law do you want? I don't even know what it would come under, mate. You'd have to read the whole book to find out which law. It's probably not even a law. So a lot of the laws in the game are interpretations. So you probably wouldn't have a specific law addressing players being allowed to discuss their discipline. That would just be down to the referee's discretion. And basically this is just French referee not enjoying English rugby at the moment, which they never do. Anyway, England have got the free kick from the scrum, salty English man, for early drive. And it goes high and long, and Curry is the leading chaser, so you're not going to imagine he's going to get anywhere near that. And Williams allowed to dart away into the hands of Sinclair, as England do not contest this particular breakdown, and the Caterpillars fall. There are only 21 rules. Well, there are no rules because they're all laws. Oh, disconnected and reconnected successfully. What happened there? Did you lose me for a second? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, Wales back in possession, trundling forwards, working their way up to the line, and Watson tracks back a kick and is able to dot over for the 22. And George Ford takes that quickly, but it's straight down the throat of Rees Zammit, and is able to play that on to Williams, who gets levelled by Itoje. Oh, there we go. We've got ball tracking back. And another penalty goes against England. Discipline. Itoje again. Offside. And the assistant referee looks like he's pulled that one. Andrew Brace missing out on the action. Not in the middle today, so he'll be calling plenty from the sideline, as we often see when he's in the TMO box. He loves himself a little bit much, this particular official. And that's not me being biased against this particular penalty. He ruined a couple of games at the World Cup that didn't need to be ruined by over interfering and trying to over get involved. I'm pretty sure that's it's Andrew Brace. I might be misquoting completely, but I'm pretty sure it was Andrew Brace, who's famous for intervening from the TMO position. Is he Australian? If it's not, and it's the young lad that did the England-France game that got the ton of abuse, then I apologise unreservedly, and actually he's a half-decent official. But anyway, Faletau trundles forward. Wales hitting the straps now, and they're up towards the 22, but are bundled backwards, and more advantage coming. I'm not sure what for. But again, Faletau up the wing. It's an offside advantage. There we go. As the ball spins out to Bigger, to Josh Adams, who pops one through, and Williams is over the line, but it's got to be a knock-on, surely. Referees having a little chat with the touch judge. and we're going to go upstairs to the TMO. So the ball's stabbed through, and Reece Zammit gathers, knocks it forward. Well, knocks it onto his leg, and then it bounces forwards. It goes backwards first, but then forward. So we'll see what they say about that. And Williams then grabs hold on the 5, but then slides through into the... Well, both Welsh commentators are saying it's a knock-on. But we're having a 5th and 6th look at this. So who knows what's going to happen here. But we will see. We will see. Reece Zammit with his head tilted back. Doesn't like it. Referee's not sure. Can I get away with giving that? Show it me again. Bounces up. Hits his hand. Loses control. Hits his leg. It's still forward from his hand onto his leg, surely. They're going to give it. They're going to give it. Unbelievable. Wow. So the try's been awarded. And thank God Eddie Jones has got a face mask on, because I would imagine he's screaming expletives, because I would be. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay. This is going to be a long day. This is going to be a long day. Okay. I'm trying to remain positive and unbiased, but yeah, there we go. Liam Williams, well done. Got your try. Conversion is still to be taken by the looks of it. Liam Williams then, 69 caps and now 16 tries. No knock on. It went to TMO and they decided that that had gone backwards. Which is... Right, to be... Tell me if I'm wrong, because you're the true neutral here. Are we playing against 16 men? Is the referee's made some interesting calls as the kick hits the post and goes through. England just can't buy themselves a break at the minute. 17-6. For me, that's never a try. Never in a million years. Maybe I'm just being biased because I'm English, but I'm trying not to be. Anyway, knock-on advantage for England. Sinclair can't hold on to Mako's poo offload, and yeah, 100% knock-on. It went forwards. He was not in control of the ball. No, exactly. I don't understand how they can ever think that that went backwards. But they've given it. So that's 2 jammy tries for Wales. The first one, the referee had sent England to go and talk to themselves about discipline, and Wales took the quick one while they were having that discussion they were instructed to have. And the second one, blatantly a knock-on. Anyway, here come England. Elliot Daly has knocked on. And that one is a knock-on. And that's just terrible hands from a player that just isn't playing rugby at the minute. So Wales have the put-in inside their own 10. And Wales at the moment are completely dominating proceedings. But 2 controversial tries is all that separates them. So who knows? Who knows? Yeah, even the Welsh commentators saying it's 100% a knock-on. He's saying you can't undo it because it's been awarded, but he's saying 100% knock-on. It baffles me. That's such a poor decision, and has completely changed the outlook of this game. What was a 4-point game is now, it's an 11-point game. Crazy scenes here in Cardiff, as again they've got advantage. And Wales now offside at their own kick. So England will have a penalty just inside the Welsh 10, 15 metres in from the touchline. And the ball is handed to Farrell. Let's see what he does. He has a little look at the posts and says, "Not today, Sonny Jim. We're going for the corner." And into the corner it goes. It's not a great kick. It's not his best work. Oh. Wow. About 17 metres out, I would say. 18, 17 metres out. Penalties conceded. Wales 4, England 7. 5 of those were in the first 10 minutes. We're 35 minutes in now. England need really to get a try here. To get back into this game before half-time, you would think, as the maul is up, down and set through Johnny Hill. And there we go. It's all the way back to Jamie George now as it peels round the side and starts rolling forward as Mark Wilson joins the back. And how has he got there? How has he got there? Oh. Use it once has been called. Ben Young snipes away for Slade, who's held up but does make it to ground. All off feet at the breakdown for Wales, but no calls are made. And yes, referee eventually puts his arm out. Advantage coming for England off feet. So Sinclair now round the corner. Young's quick ball. It's on for Watson. Watson! Watson! Beats 3 men. There's no way he should have got through there. And in he goes for another try. This Six Nations. It goes off the leg of the Welsh 14. So I think that's why there wasn't a knock-on. Yeah, I was under the impression, though, that even if it goes off your leg, if it's forwards and it's not in control, so you've dropped it rather than dropped it onto your boot, it's a knock-on. Because the amount of times I've dropped it and swung my leg at it, hoping to get away with it, and been called for the knock-on. But yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 tacklers on him, and Watson still bursts through. Absolutely fantastic try. Vindication indeed. We're smiling again, boys. We're smiling again. Come on, let's go, England. I mean, let's be unbiased and call this one down the middle. Right, okay, so Farrell, 39 metres out. He's had 2 from 2. Let's hope this one sails down the middle and we've got a bit more of a contest on our hands. But that ball setup looks way right. I know he naturally hooks it, but that's a lot of hook he's going to be putting on this. And it does go right. So, yeah. Okay, so with the kick setup, you want that ball. So if you naturally hook the ball, and when we talk about hooks or draws, It's a bit like in golf, you know, it will curl to the left if you're right-footed, or it will curl to the right if you're left-footed. And basically what happens is that we are closing ourselves down on the kick, and I'm demonstrating with my body, realizing that you can only see me from the shoulders up. So we close our body down with the kick, and that just causes a little bit of curl in the air on the ball. As England have nudged a cheeky little number over the top through Ben Youngs, and Wales now have a line out on their own 5 metre line. But as I was saying, we hit that draw, so we look to set up on the near post, the nearest post to us if we're right-footed. But Farrell was way outside of that. He was looking to really bend that, and it just didn't come. It never came. So shame there. But here come Wales successfully off of their own 5 metre line out through Navidi, and they are setting up the caterpillar to kick territory away. Interesting, with only 90 seconds left on the clock, they're going to invite Billy Vunipola to a 20 metre charge at them. And Sinclair now comes into play, as does Ford, who screens to Slade, out to Daly, who hands off North partially, and Williams is straight through the middle and picks the ball up. So well played to him. I want to say there's a sniff of in at the side, but there clearly wasn't. It was never good. It was perfectly fine. Well played. So Wales again setting up the caterpillar with only 50 seconds left on the clock. If I was them, I'd be looking to run the clock down. As Daly amazingly keeps the ball in play, and Young spins it out to Johnny May, who runs into Billy Vunipola, and that is the end of that run. 30 seconds left of normal time before the clock goes red. Can England do anything with this? No, as it goes up into the air, and Bigger is called into action, challenged, and now Wales have got the overlap. Ford managed to punch the ball out of the Nine's hands as they were running through, and fortunately the referee blew up for a knock-on, as Faletau was there to clean up for the try. Poor Jamie George just gets absolutely done for pace, but the Nine is down clutching his shoulder, so that might be a little bit of a problem for him. Anyway, why are we not blown up the full-time whistle yet? We haven't blown up for full-time. Full-time, the half-time whistle yet. So Dan Bigger's in the air, claiming that because he jumped into... Well, him and Watson jumped into each other, he's owed a penalty. We've got the Nine down as well. Josh Adams is puffing and panting. I'm not really sure what's happening. The clock is in the red. The game is off. Oh, I see. Okay, I'm with the referee now. Okay, so the ball has gone past the dead ball line, and therefore it is an English scrum. Right. That all makes sense. Welcome to rugby. Okay, so England scrum, and it's at the base, and both teams are going down. It's spun, it's done all sorts. It's turned itself inside out, so we'll have another go at it. What are we saying? Is this expected? Is this expected? I'm sure Elijah's, if he's still here, it's expected from him. I don't know. I was expecting this to be tight and tense. I maybe wasn't expecting all of the controversy that's come with it, and I wasn't expecting to see 3 tries in the first half, that's for sure. But anyway, here we go. The scrum is reset, And down channel 1 it comes. Youngs, you've got to get it up, mate. Advantage coming for England. As Slade bursts through the hole left by a blitz defence. And Daly on his outside. Greedy. But they're in the 22. Here comes Slade again. On to Farrell, who runs into North. And Slade supports. Come on! Advantage once more. Ford, Sinclair, nobody outside him to support him really, except for Jamie George. So they reset that, and advantage still with England. What, Wales to get the rub of the green from the red? Yes, it was expected. Laugh out loud. This is very true. Wales have played 3 games. They've got 2 red cards in their favour, albeit both red cards justified. But getting the rub of the green with a referee, yes, 100%. So they've come back for the penalty because nothing is on. George North blitzing out the line. That's a fantastic pass from Ford. Absolutely drills it to Slade, who, as a former 10 himself, is able just to lift Daly into the hole. Fantastic piece of play. Probably the best piece of play of the game so far in terms of open play. But here we go. We've got a kick at goal from Farrell. Penalty-wise, 2 from 2. Conversion-wise, none from 1. But it was on the touchline, so we'll forgive him temporarily. Can't really see how this one's lined up, but it is definitely pointing at the right hand upright. We know he hooks the ball slightly as this one sails through to the left hand side of the posts. Happy days. The score now just a 3-point game, 17-14. Both captains have got something to say to the referee at some point during this half, as Alan Wynne-Jones has a little bit of a moan about how that penalty was conceded. And England take to their huddle, and as they do also often. Wow. So, plenty to talk about, and we will get into the meat of this a little bit in just a moment, but I am going to take a short comfort break, and I will be right back. In the meantime, hit that like button. We've got 5 likes. Can we get to 7? Have we got enough people in here to get to 7? Probably not, but we can try. We can try 7 likes. I'd love that. Anyway, I'm going to take a short comfort break. I'll be right back with some reaction to the first half and some food for thought. So think of some questions for me. I'd love to try and answer them. In the meantime, enjoy these copyright-free bangers. Disaster. Just knocked over a plant pot. Never mind, I'll watch my step. Welcome back. How are we? What have I missed? Let's have a little look at the chat. Nothing said. Okay, cool. Okay, so BBC just going over the talking points of the first half. Martin Johnson is livid with both of the tries, and I think there's some justification for it. But yeah, not a happy boy. I can understand why. I can kind of see the referee's point on the first one. He has called time on. He didn't communicate it very well. Didn't allow England any time to reset from being asked to have a discussion. He was just given 15 seconds to talk to them, and then it was just time on. You should have been ready 15 seconds ago. It's a little bit harsh, but never mind. It's done. It's dusted. The second try, I just don't know how anybody in their right mind can call that a try. I haven't heard Sam Warburton try and defend either try at the minute, but he is sat next to Martin Johnson, so I'm not sure I'd be trying to defend it too stringently either. Then on to the third try of the game, Anthony Watson. Now, this was not a controversial try, and I'm not being biased. I'm trying so hard not to be biased, I promise. But when you've got 4 defenders on you and you still burst through them as a winger, boy oh boy, we've got some strength in that lad. Anyway, super stuff. We're on to the good stuff now. This is set up to be a fantastic second half of rugby as well. That try has really brought England back into this, and now being a 3-point game, it is all to play for. Love to hear your thoughts on the game. What are you thinking? Jot them down for me. I'd love to hear what you've got to say. England's discipline, in my opinion, has got to be better, though. Better discipline needed from England. Right, so Wales are stupidly lucky. I think so. I am trying really hard not to be biased on this one, but I just don't understand how either of those are given as tries. I don't see how Wales are in this. That's all I have to say, really. There's not a lot to say, is there? Thank you. Right, give me a second, because I've just managed to knock over a plant pot and I've got soil all over the carpet, so I will be with you in a second. What is it you say, TK? Top quality rugby streaming right here. Dustpan and brush on the carpet. Saved the plant. The plant's okay. Go back on the windowsill. The carpet's okay. We're good. We're good. Right, so we're having a bit of time with Nigel Owens at home. Beautiful little house he's got. Oh, crumbs. Crikey, that's a bit risque, isn't it? Even for the day. What's happened to the ball tracking? There we go. So they're just showing a clip of Nigel Owens entering onto a talk show, a Welsh rugby talk show, and basically they've said, I thought I thought Nigel Owens was coming out. I don't know why I did that in the crap lilt of an accent. I thought Nigel Owens was coming out, they say, and it cuts to a scene of a closet, and out flies Nigel. Crikey O'Reilly. Let's get some more of them copyright-free bangers on. There we go. That's what we love to hear. Wow. Well, this is quite a long half time, this one. They're not messing about with this. Well, they are messing about with this half time. It seems to take them forever. And there's not a lot to talk about other than the controversies, which I'm trying to avoid going into. That's hilarious but tasteless. Absolutely. Yeah, very funny, but you'd never get away with it today. I mean, this is probably about 15 years ago. But you'd never get away with that today. There we go. They're having a good old little gossip and a chinwag. I mean, what were we expecting from the second half then? I thought there were moments, there were flashes of the game starting to come to life. Ball going through hand. England looked to get the ball through hand a little bit more towards the end there and get some more success. Hopefully that's what they'll be talking about at half time. Same for Wales. When they got ball through hand, they were starting to look pretty effective. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here. It seems the mitigating factor was the fact that ball goes off Reece Sammett's leg. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know whether that's good enough. He wasn't in control of it, was he? And I'm pretty sure the laws state that you need to be in control of a kick. But he was already moving forward. Yeah, at full tilt, which is pretty quick. Considering you're Reece Sammet. Just reading what the pundits are reading. I mean, oh, excuse me, sorry, that went down the wrong way. Oh, it's giving me little wormies in my eyes. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is controversial. It's going to be the talking point for the week. And you have to, if Wales go on to win this, there is going to be a taste of jammy Wales. Wales is jammiest Gram Slam. Every DVD at Christmas comes with a packet of jammy Dodgers. Because there'll be a DVD at Christmas if they get a Grand Slam, won't they? There always is. Look at this. They've got dancing lights on the pitch and all sorts. They love a show to Wales. They love a show of it all. Anyway. So, Wales are going to get us underway again. Bigger playing with his balls and decides on which is his favourite and takes that one. And we are about to get underway again in Cardiff. Saturday night, here we go. Something's got to happen. Just reading what the pundits are tweeting. Yeah, well, the pundits are going to say whatever they can to cause a bit of controversy, aren't they? But I'm sure it'll be all over the papers, as I say, for the next couple of weeks. Right, Billy then takes the high ball and makes about half a metre. Caterpillar's formed and Ben Youngs clears the danger, which is taken quickly by Lewis Williams. Wales back to this, trying to keep the ball in play for long periods of time. Force England to play rugby against them. As the Caterpillar again is formed and the kick is made, and there is big old Billy boshing off a couple of tacklers, but to no real avail. And then we are back to some forwards and then another kick. Wales' next game will probably have the one of the opposition's players struck by lightning, and they'll win the penalty. Yeah, probably. That's the way the Six Nations has gone for them, isn't it? They've been so lucky. So lucky. What was it Squidge said? Squidge had some elaborate thing the other week where if Wales win, when Wales play England, there'll be like the ball will travel back in time and to when points didn't matter and then reappear under the posts in 2021 for Reece Samet to slide in under or something crazy stupid like that. But it seems that Wales are just going to have a controversial moment in their games this year. But Reece Samet is already looking like he's going to be on a Lions tour. That's probably a surefire thing. He very much fits the Gatlin mould. But here Wales come just inside the English half, utilising the forwards and forwards playing scrum half and all sorts. It's all going on for them. As Billy is cleared out and up comes Alan Wynne-Jones. Very isolated, but Wales successfully locking English defenders in so that they can't compete at the ruck. Cleverly done, very well done. Love to see that. And again, lying on top of the tackler as the caterpillar is formed. Now, for me, that's sealing, but that's a part of the game. And again, we look at those head injuries. Is sealing part of the problem? As the ball goes up in the air from England. Only as far as halfway, where Faletau is there to mop up and is met with open arms by Sinclair and Jamie George. Again, they come round the corner, more forward play, trying to suck in that English defence as Navidi drops it but regathers. And the penalty for England. Fantastic work by Mako Vunipola. Credit where credit's due. I've given him a lot of stick over the last couple of weeks playing for Salary Sons, but that was a decent jackal there, and he's won the ball. And England, I think, are within range to bring this level, you know. And here comes the tea, so we're having a pop at this. And this is the English way, isn't it, really? It's just clawing your way to a victory. Very clever by Navidi there, using his chin to hold the ball while he puts his arms out. Salaried Sons. It's not my joke. I stole it from somebody else, but how has no one else come up with that? It's not my joke. I stole it from somebody else, but yeah. Here we go. About 45 metres, 48 metres out. For Faz, and he's taken his sweet time over this one, as you'd expect. And the kick, oh, he's hooked it. He's hooked it left. And Wales will have the 22. Now, the great thing about missing a penalty from range is that no matter how long oh, okay, so Wales are changing their fly half already. Bigger done. And he's taking his shorts off on the pitch. What's going on here? Chill yourself, will you? You're a handsome devil, but we don't all need to see it. So, bigger off, Sheedy on. For the 22. The beauty of missing a penalty kick is you get the ball back. Even if it is only at halfway. As Billy carries up and slams into Alan Wynne. Billy looking like he's got a little bit more motor in him this week. I will concede that as well. As forward goes Ariel, and Curry and May are there underneath it, but it is spilled by everybody. No idea who it came off, and Williams is there to clean it up. So, Wales go to the Caterpillar once again. And you would imagine this is how they're going to play the rest of their game. Just keep England as far away from the try line as possible to prevent the score. So we've got an accidental offside, so a penalty. Sheedy then is having a little chat with the referee, taking his time over a decision. So they go to the corner. Referee happy to have a little smirk and a joke with him while the clock runs. And still no kick. 20 seconds pass. And you would think that we should be probably getting on with a game of rugby as opposed to having a chinwag and a giggle. But there you go. I wouldn't be complaining if I was 3 points up. Yeah, so he's offside, so it's unfortunate. There's not a lot you can do about it. But yeah, hard lines to Mako. So, visits to the 22. Wales have had 4 and spent 3 minutes 36 inside. Pretty much both from penalties. And the maul is set. Rolls backwards slightly as they start to come around the corner, but Sinclair is there to straighten them up. And out we go into midfield. It's bumped up by North, who nearly burst through the tackle. And again, Wales now look to put some width on it through Samet. Chest on chest from Slade. Sloppy, really. Doesn't make a very good tackle. But Sinclair is there to clean up the next phase with Alan Wynne. And again, Curry, the same with Nafidi. Wales looking now to use some phase play to secure an opportunity as we roll into the 7th phase, and here comes said penalty, and they've tapped quickly and in slide. Oh, England, oh, so sloppy around the breakdown. Try time. He's taken about 5 meters in front, but that's okay. That happens all the time. We don't mind that too much. Referees never call back to the exact mark, so he's gained 5 meters off of that, and England are left huddled under their posts, looking rather sour. Oh, I lie as well. He's took it directly in front of the referee, which is absolutely fine. And like I say, the referee stood 5 meters in front of the mark. But it is what it is. This happens all the time. Anyway, heads go down. Nobody's looking at the ball. It's schoolboy stuff, England. Schoolboy mistakes. Elliot Daly turns his back on play. And then before you know it, Hardy's in. That one, good try. Well done. Oh, we've got a blood replacement then. It looks like is it Owens. Anyway, here's Callum Sheedy then. With a little squat and a crucible up under his chin. That Johnny Wilkinson-esque stance. This is a Six Nations for the ages. It's a weird one, isn't it? 24-14 then is the score. I've just realised the ball tracking's still on half time. There we go. So England with the kickoff, even though the ball tracker says Wales. Faletau is met by Johnny Hill, makes a couple of metres sideways. It'd be interesting if the final score reflects a bias with that one try. 10 points the difference. England need a converted try and a penalty just to draw level. And there is a little bit of fire in their belly as they rampage forward with quick ball. Okay. And, oh, I missed that. Into touch, but I'm not sure which way it went. Yeah, okay, thank you. Right, so looks like Jonathan Davis is off and the Halal Halal is on. Right then, so England have the scrum just outside of the nobody knows what's going on here. Even the commentators don't know what's going on. England have got the scrum just outside the 22. Referee doesn't know what he's doing. We've got a scrum down for a knock-on that nobody's seen. It's all bananas, this. Wheeling round, and England get the penalty. Get to the corner. Get to the corner. Come on, we need another try. Sinclair pointing at the corner. Wants the opportunity. He wants the opportunity to maul the pants off of Wales. And there we go. The mark is measured. And Farrell points out that quite clearly the mark of his scrum is about 3 metres further forward. Can he have it there? And the referee apologises and agrees. There you go. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Ask a question nicely. It's all good. Oh, he's going to take the 3. Okay, so we're going to chip away at this. Our England as Farrell lines up the kick. Oh, probably about 35-40 metres out, I would say. It's in line with the 15, but a good 10 metres back from that. So, well, maybe not as far as 10 metres, maybe 5. What are we saying? So the predicted kick success is 81% of this kick, which is going to put the mockers on it. Historical kick success of all players from here is 57%, so we will see. And through it goes. The kick's good. The kick is good. So 24-17 brings it back to a 7-point game. England have got time. They've got 28 minutes left on the clock. 27 minutes left on the clock, sorry. There is time here. Stay calm. Follow your process. And do your job. This could be a nail-biting finish. Oh, as the kick is charged down, but Johnny May is there to clean up, and England will have the 22. My God. Who would be an England fan? Who would be an England fan? Oh. Anyway, up it goes with George Ford right out to the touchline, and the ball is loose, but cleaned up by Nafidi. Ken Owens carries and successfully cleaned as the ball comes into midfield to Alan Jones, who is driven back by Curry and Vunipola. And Wales slowly but surely are marched backwards as George is met by Jamie George. Now Mario Itoje and Mark Wilson pairing up, fifth phase. England now appealing. This, no offsides given. They were all offside, England, but no offside given, not rolling away. And I'm not sure what Liam Williams just did there to Billy Vunipola, but he was lay on top of him. He had a wiggle of his hips. I'm not sure that was strictly appropriate. but we know they're ex-teammates, so we'll let sleeping dogs lie. Anyway, Slade with his left boot has the opportunity to kick this one, presuming that's purely based on his boot, his left boot. But yeah. So on the 10, England with the line out. Itoje goes up and down, and Maul is set. Going backwards, but peel off the side, and now are slowly going forwards as the England forwards peel into the back of it. A lot of peels there. Okay. Ben Youngs slips away and finds Farrell, who lifts Slade into a gap. Curry didn't have the cleanest of ball to take, but takes it on the back hip and carries forward relatively well. Daly knocks it on again. And Wales are able to kick their lines clear into acres of space into the England 22, where Farrell is lurking, and Ford is forced to shimmy kick away. Only as far as our own 10. Daly. You can't pick a man because he's got a monster boot. Like, if he's got nothing else, that's not a good enough reason to pick him at this level. And he's not had a good Six Nations. Another salary, son. Another mistake. Anyway, we've got Jamie George down receiving some treatment, so the water's on, and Owens comes over to have a little chat with the hooker and let him know what the call is, and that shirt is not flattering on him today. Plenty of overhang. But I'm not going to argue with him if I met him in a darkened alley. So medical attention isn't really medical attention. It's just Mako's lost a contact. So just replace that and we'll be back underway. There we go. So we've got a knock on in the line out then, and England will have the scrum put in. Let's have a little watch back on that. Sorry, it's not off the line out. It's off Hardy, but it's not a clean ball for him to pick up, and it's difficult and challenging, and it's unfortunate. But he doesn't seem best pleased with himself. Right, so an England change. Johnny Hill is off, and on it must be Yules, I think. No, we're not happy with that, says the referee. We will come back and reset that scrum. Okay, Charlie Yules, yeah. Oh, bit of unsavoury language flying around. Scenes we love to see. As 7 points is still the gap. 24-17. Just remembered, Wales won one of their Rugby World Cup warm-up fixtures because they scored a controversial try when an England player was down. I mean, yeah, it happens all the time in sport, doesn't it? Controversial moments. Just Wales don't accept them as controversial moments. They claim that they're moments of magic. As the kick goes up, the mark is called. It's not a very clever one from Ford. He's checked back, thinking that he can find some space, but hasn't quite found it. And Josh Adams is able to collect that fairly cleanly. Wynne Jones is saying, just get it away from here, as he hoofs it down the field. And Ford is on to Billy Vunipola, who trundles up to halfway and is met by Alan Wynne-Jones. The other Vunipola slaps over halfway and battles to get over the gain line, and does. Elliot Daly onto May. England now in Welsh 22 territory. Poor pass to Ford, who takes and gives to Sinclair as he orchestrates around the corner, but Ben Youngs has other ideas and goes back the same way they've came. And England have given away a penalty yet again. Time and time again. They went the wrong way. Like, George Ford is sprinting around the corner, screaming instructions to everybody. And Ben Young arrives and goes in the complete opposite direction. Leaves Slade isolated, and Curry's got no choice but to come in from the side. Stupid play. Anyway, Wales clear their lines up to halfway, and that is just a poor England decision. As we have a little Mozambique of our fantasy team. I haven't picked well because two of my players aren't starting. But there's plenty of strapping on the Welsh prop there. Not sure, can't remember quite who that is. There we go. Feels like deja vu. It does. I'm waiting for an England red card, to be honest with you. An England red card would absolutely sum this game up. Not an awful lot has changed between the halves. England have looked a little bit better as Johnny May snaffles the ball inside the 10. They've looked a little bit more like they want to play some rugby. As we go out wide to Watson, who scoots around the referee into the path of Wales defenders. But Vunipola, England, Ben Youngs has... there we go. I don't know if I'm live anymore because it's just told me I've disconnected and reconnected. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a little check and see. I don't know if I'm live or not, but I'll just keep talking. Hopefully my voice will kick in a moment. So yeah, Ben Youngs, he has a long hard think about passing on to some forwards, and realises that nobody's actually attacking him, so I may as well go it alone. Does so, skirts through one tackle and slides over the line for the try. Anyway, here is Owen Farrell, still on 998 points. This to be his 1000th point for England, if this goes through. And if it does, it will be all square. 24-22. The kick is good. We are level. This indeed just got very interesting. Am I still live to Big? Because my YouTube is playing up a little bit and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. So if you could let me know if I'm still live, that'd be amazing. That dummy from Youngs was sublime. It was a bit of a nothing, wasn't it? It was like, I should be passing the ball. It almost looked like he was saying, I should be passing the ball, but nobody's attacking me. Maybe I should just run. It was like a sort of like a slow motion realization. It was fantastic. Scenes you love to see. It does appear I'm still live. You're still here, mate. Fantastic, brilliant. I think my phone is just being tired because it's been literally pumping out YouTube for 2 hours without being on charge. It's quite warm. So poor little old iPhone. I say old, not even 12 months yet, but I have abused it. Anyway, Wales with the rolling maul does go to ground. Can't see just a picture of Andrew Bryce's arse, and yeah, so we've got clean ball for Wales, and off we go again. As Halau and Farrell meet chest on chest, suspect a little bit of a head collision there, but thus is the way Farrell tackles, and he seems to get away with it. As a dummy for Sheedy, who puts through Harding, but Watson, an amazing recovery from Watson, gets the ball back 1 metre off his line, and Harding is suffering with his hamstring. Great work as well from Daly to repel that attacking counter-rucking from Wales, as Alan Wynne-Jones is nowhere near the back foot, but is allowed to continue, and Ben Youngs finds touch before Liam Williams spills the quick one, and we have just a normal line-out. I think Harding might have pulled his hammy. I think he this afternoon might be done. It's a great line by Sheedy to burst the tackle, and great strength. But yeah, and Hardy has gone off, and Gareth Davis is on. So hopefully we get one of those wayward stabbed through balls at the end of the game for England to win it. That would be amazing. But oh no. We are going upstairs for a head clash. Foul play. Oh, it's Tom Curry on Halalolo. And he wants to point out the contact by Seven White. He's wrapping his arms. It's under his chin. And this, hang on, this is more than two phases of this. So I watched a video this morning by Wayne Barnes, who says that a TMO cannot get involved for foul play if it's more than 2 phases ago. Why are we coming back to something that happened 6, 7 phases ago? Right, so we're going back to the fair play to everybody involved. They just wanted to make sure how wrong that is or right that is. I don't really know. I'm of the understanding that you can't go back to TMO more than 2 phases ago. I can't remember exactly how many phases it is, but it feels like more than 2. But more collapses from the line out, but Wales are able to snaffle free, and England, both sides really pushing hard, and Wales have got the penalty advantage in a position that is more than kickable for Sheedy. For the love of God, what are we even thinking? Itoje offside again. Penalty count. The referee saying the penalty counts at 4. 1 more and a yellow card. Oh, right. Okay. Itoje's personal count is 4. England's total count is 11 versus Wales's 8. You'd expect Sheedy to go for points here and get this. This just got tense. So this game is so tense. On the 15 on the 15-metre line, in terms of width, I would say about 10 metres out. I'd say this is probably about a 40-metre kick. It's very gettable for him. I would expect him to get this. This has been a tough watch. The kick's good. The kick's good. There we go. 1 from 1 for Sheedy then. And that extends Wales... Oh, sorry. Rehands Wales the lead. And, okay, so we've got a change. Mako's going off, and on comes Ellis Genge. And you fancy that, you know, that's... can only be a good thing in terms of Genge's ability around the park. As up goes Wynne Jones in a line-out style, as he quite often does. And the maul is set and rolling forwards. And Maruatoji out of nowhere dives off the maul onto the boot of Gareth Davis and charges down another kick. And what are we having here? Oh, 3 red is going off now. Charges down another kick, and we've got a line out for Wales. What are we having here? Oh, 3 red is going. There we go. I am live. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so Welsh line out goes up in the middle. And it's away quickly through Nafidi, who's playing dummy scrum half. Gareth Davis looking for the kick. And Johnny May is up and over the top of Charlie Ewells, but doesn't hold on to it. And Wales snuff it back. George North then up towards the 10-metre line. England starting to crumble a little bit. Binny Vunipola brings down the replacements as Ben Youngs flies up out the line and leaves a hole for Josh Adams. So that meterage they lost. Thomas Francis is off. Leon Brown is on. And Ellis Genge is having none of that from Sheedy and absolutely slots him, while Falatau is left out on the wing and George Ford and Johnny May struggle to deal with. Well, this has got... He's being held in. And the referee is happy for the contest on the floor to wriggle free for Genge. But, yeah, clearly being held on to. But that is absolutely fine. England give away another penalty. Genge Seelin. This can be the problem with Genge. He's a good player, but he so often loses his head. As Wales opt to go for 3 more points. So basically he's saying that Genge latched on, which he did, and lay all over him, which he also did, made it impossible for any competition. As Bread of Heaven is pumped into the stadium. It must be eerie as hell in there. I mean, what, 8 weeks ago it was a field hospital. Now it's back to playing rugby without any fans in it. It must feel really weird. But anyway, Sheedy lines up the kick, steps up and takes it, and it is good. Beautiful little draw on that. Starts it outside the post and slots it through the middle. Wales 30, England 24. And 2 first half controversial tries. This could look like a very, very different game. Dan Robson now on for the last 10 minutes. And somebody else is... Wilson is off. Who's that come on? James Botham is on for Wales. Lots of changes. England, converted try wins this as Farrell goes deep and Faletau carries up, met by Tom Curry as England organise their charges for the caterpillar kick. Ben Earl is on as well for England. So Mark Wilson off, Ben Earl on as Billy Vinapola carries up. A few carries for Billy. He's not made a lot of ground. Tackle is complete, but Wales cling on and are allowed to. As is so often the case with most teams, England's discipline has been shocking. It has. The referee hasn't helped England, but England have had for a little while now this sense of entitlement that they deserve certain things and they deserve to be treated in a certain way, and when they don't get it from the referee they're not happy and they appeal, and it's dirty, horrible rugby. Tackles made: Navidi 16, Curry 15, Faletau 13, Vunipola 12, George 12, and it seems to be creeping more and more into the game, and for me I'd rather see the back of it, as Wales have a line out in their own 22. How about this game ending in a draw? Given the 2 controversial tries, I wouldn't say it was fair to end in a draw, but I'm biased. From a neutral perspective, I would imagine this ends amazingly in a draw. Oh, the ref is... I'm going to assume you mean ref, but when you say red, the ref has been even worse, I agree. Typical French ref, doesn't communicate with the players. Jouer, and then blow your whistle. Jouer is the extent of my French language knowledge, by the way. Curry's had a cracking game. Yeah, he's had a decent run. What's going on here? Oh, England trying to sneak past their mark, and the referee says, well, it'll be a free kick next time. So, but here comes the rolling maul from Wales, and again Wales march on and peel round, and again they're allowed to collapse their own maul and secure easy, clean ball. England must do better at clearing that ball. Sealing that maul. Anyway, Wales kick, and they kick it about 25 metres, only as far as Johnny May, who gets tackled, and crossing, I think. England have given away another penalty. Dan Robson crossing. Oh no, it's blocking, obstruction. Yeah, he does. He changes direction. He runs into 14. It's an obvious penalty. Why do it? Like this, you've gained nothing. In fact, you've allowed them to take 90 seconds off the clock by having a kick, and potentially, if this goes over, you just cost us the game. So there you go, Brian Moore just saying there, England looking better and sharper with ball in hand, and I agree with that. I'd also agree with his other comment, which was the penalty count has been brutal. Sheedy knocks this one through, so now it's a 9-point lead. Now it's a 9-point lead. From here, don't see how England get back into this with 6 minutes left. Well, 5.5 minutes left on the clock. The penalty count has been brutal. Not just how many they've given away, but how many they've given away in succession. As England managed to scramble back possession from the kick and have advantage, and Billy trundles over the gain line. Robson out to Ford. Oh, no wrap from George North, but gets away with it. Here come the forwards again. Screened to Ford. Farrell. Watson is out there. Hands off Samit Jones. And again pushes him back. Knees are down. Tackle made. Robson. Through Farrell into Cowan-Dickey, who's all on his own. Why are we isolating people? Farrell carries now, as Sinclair rocks over him. And out to Slade. Wales defensive line holding tight though. The fat lady is warming up her vocal cords massively, and that defensive line holds tight, and Wales kick away the danger as Farrell is forced. Well, I think he went above the horizontal there, but the referee is quite happy. He put his whistle to his lips and then took it down. So Farrell dumped, and penalty England 2 phases later. No word from the TMO this time. I think he went across the horizontal there. Wow. I don't know. They're not saying anything about it on the telly, so maybe I'm just exaggerating. But I thought he went above the horizontal. Only just, albeit. Oh, and Cowan-Dickey dries the ball and then drops it on the floor. As he gives back the towel to the water boy. Okay. Up goes Marrow. And out it comes into midfield, where they find Billy. Seatbelt tackle from Halau. Spun out. Didn't see who that got to. But England trying to move the ball. Johnny May is caught by George North. He's had a little bit of sniff of success. Here's Farrell into the path. Forward into the path again. Who gets rocked back. Robson comes back blind. Oh, it's an interception, and Sheedy boots away. There's nobody in the backfield, and it's just Samit. It's just Samit. Who can't? Nobody can kick the damn ball. What's going on? And now the referee calls it. I think we've got a knock on by White. Yes, knock on by White. What is this? What am I seeing? So Zammit can't kick it twice. Then May can't kick it. Oh. I don't know what I'm watching here. I guess it is a knock on by White, but I'm not sure if he's offside as well. I think he starts in front of the kicker. The ball's clearly not grounded. Owen Farrell's done a great job to get back, but he has knocked it on. Admittedly out of the hands of Reece Samit, so you could call a strip, but they haven't. They've called a knock on, which is a fair decision. Excuse me. Wales now have a scrum 5 meters out. They are taking their time about setting this up. 2 minutes left on the clock. This game is done and dusted. Faletau got the man of the match. Fair. I don't disagree with that. Yeah, Faletau, he's been everywhere. To be fair, he spent a lot of time on the wing this afternoon, but that's probably part of the game plan, is to utilise his strength and get a mismatch on a winger and bosh Johnny May off, which he has done quite successfully on a number of occasions. So yeah, congratulations to him. Well deserved man of the match. As Wales get this scrum out, and they are 3 metres out now, looking. Try scored. There's just no English defenders around, and Welsh forwards are running into English backs, and that is that. Oh, this is sore. This is sore. Oh. And take away those 2 controversial tries. Well, we've got 14 points off that. It's 24 apiece. Well, it's 24 apiece. Well, showing scenes of Wayne Pivac celebrating. Well, that has ruined my weekend. Yeah, you and me both, mate. I mean, this would make it 26-24 anyway, with 6 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Sheedy shaking hands with Owen Farrell, going, "Oh no, the game's over, game's over." And we've got the restart, but the game's dead anyway. The clock has gone into the red, and the referee still wants the restart. George Ford goes short. Wynne Jones wins it in the air. Maul is set and collapsed by Wales. And here comes the kick. Nobody is interested in chasing him because the game's dead. And Gareth Davis taps it out after a little bit of sort of dancing feet. Well, Pivac's job looks safe now. Yeah. Pivac's job is always going to be safe. Let's be fair. Pivac made a mistake when he took the job. He tried to change too much too quickly, as we've discussed before. And then it's starting to come good now, and he's starting to reap those rewards. Eddie Jones, on the other hand, there are some strong questions to be asked. There are no names in this team that weren't there 18 months ago in that World Cup final. This should be a team that dominate this Six Nations, and they are at best poor. The only game we've won is Italy. Well, that's England's Six Nations done and dusted. We now have to regroup and try and avoid being 5th. But the best we're going to manage is 2nd or 3rd. Wales have got Italy and France to play, so even if they lose to France, you can't see them losing to Italy, so they're in with a real shout. The only team to have won 3 of their games. But there you go. Such is life. Quite right, such is life. The big. It's disappointing from an England perspective how poor we've been, but congratulations to Wales. They've been very dogged throughout the game. Even if you took away the controversial tries, they've just pinched it. England have got some serious questions to answer, and Wales are Triple Crown winners. So if nothing else, we're getting a DVD this Christmas from Wales. Wales are doing a DVD this Christmas. I promise you that. Even if it's just Triple Crown, they will be a DVD. It will come with a pack of Jammy Dodgers, but that DVD will be available in all good retailers for your stocking. I can assure you of that. Anyway, right, so cheery notes to finish. Cheery notes to finish. Well done, Wales. Unlucky England. We'll come again next week. There is no games on tomorrow. Well, there's no Six Nations on tomorrow, obviously. Obviously, Scotland and France are postponed, so we will pick up that game and we will cover that one when it comes, even if it's a midweeky. Not really sure what they're going to do, but there is a fallow week coming, so you never know. Dicky to eat a raw leek if Wales get the Grand Slam. You bastard. I might do. If, what should we say? Should we set a reasonable target? I'll tell you what. What are we saying? Let's have a look. We've got 14 subscribers. If we get to 25 oh, that's a bit easy, isn't it? It's only 11 subscribers. If we get to 30 subscribers and Wales get the Grand Slam, I'll eat a raw leek on stream at the end of it. There's a deal. Clip that, save it, hold me to it. I said I'd eat a raw leek if Wales, not much of a raw leek, but I will eat a raw leek if Wales get the Grand Slam and we've got 30 subscribers. Can't say fairer than that. But I'll do that. I'm down for that. It'll be a giggle. So tomorrow, no stream tomorrow because no international rugby. Yeah, you'll have to go and beat the drum for me. Do some advertising or something. Tell your mates. Yeah, no international rugby tomorrow, so we'll take a day off. We've done 2 of the 3 days of the weekend, so that will be a decent start for week 2 of Rugby Geeks. Thank you ever so much for joining me. As always, it's great to have you here. It's great to have somebody to enjoy this with and share on my little adventure. But for now, I'm going to leave you and thank you again for your time and your support. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see you for the next round next weekend. Probably do a Friday night stream of a Prem game or something going on there. And then we'll be into the 2 games on the Saturday. So thanks very much.